The Colorado Rockies on the road, a quest for a W away from home and in interleague play. Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And a supportive bunch, and what a bunch it is. 50,000 for this one. Here's a look at Cleveland's starters. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Colorado lineup.
They got a pretty good right-hander on the mound in this one, but facing this amazing offensive team. So he's got his work cut out for him a little bit, which means he really needs to work.
Let's take a moment here to look at the Rockies lineup. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, Dustin Ackley has a presence of him that he's been around the league for a long time. You have to remember, though, very, very young player. With the patience at the plate, he can draw a lot of walks. Very good at dropping in hits, getting on base. Not a big power guy, but he will get on base at the top of the order to help score runs.
Leadoff hitter Dexter Fowler will get us going.
For the Colorado Rockies, center fielder, number 1.
Here's the delivery. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
And Juan Carlos Oviedo can try and make him chase now. It's 0-2. Swinging an easy ground ball to short. Number 25 in time for the out. Now we'll take a quick look at the Indians, how they line up on the field. And John, any scouting picks?
Well, Carlos Santana is a fantastic athlete behind the plate. You don't say that much about catchers, but he really is. Unbelievable feet, unbelievable arm, and the way he can use his glove, he uses it like a first baseman. He might be moved to first base someday, and when he does, he'll make that transition as easily as he has the position of catcher.
Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Better to go after the fastball when the guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Strike two, Dustin Ackley. And now he'll have to watch carefully. And that one swung on and missed by Dustin Ackley.
That's a great strikeout right there, Gary. 3 pitches, and he sits him down. How about that for efficiency?
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
Swung on, hit. Lee fields the ball. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. First look at the Cleveland bat. And doing the pitching, it's going to be Rex Brother.
Number 2.
He'll be starting this one for Colorado. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Cleveland lineup.
Now a good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
On the ground to first, number 9. And he gets in there, no problem.
Now, sometimes you make a great pitch, and the hitter just happens to be lucky at this particular time. This is one of those balls, not a play could be made on it. That's why he's on first base.
Now we'll take a look at the Indians' offense. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, he doesn't have the same speed he once did when he first came up. I mean, Grady Sizemore was a guy that everyone thought 30-30. He still has the power, especially for a guy who plays center field, but the speed's not there anymore, but he's still a very important part of the lineup.
Gary, they're going to have to be very careful with the runner at first base. He can run. They may call a pitch out.
Oh, there he goes for second. Swung on line to right center field. That looks like a single.
Gary, I didn't think he was going to try to go to third base there, but I like the aggressiveness. And now he's in scoring position. He can score in so many additional ways.
Carlos Santana would like to knock in a run right here. No outs, and the corners are covered. Big swing there, but he can't connect, and it's a strike.
Well, this is exactly the situation where he's going to pull the curveball out. This guy really struggles with it when he's behind.
Oh! Carlos Santana lets it go by. Count is even.
But great eye right there from the hitter. Great discipline at the plate. Good location at that one. Just missing outside. Couldn't get the hitter to swing at it.
He delivers. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's one away. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a run comes home. Now we'll take a quick look here at the Rockies and how they're going to be fielding defensively.
Defensively, as a unit, they need to do all the basics. Make the routine plays. Don't allow them to get extra bases.
Lou in the box now. Offense, when you get it, it doesn't matter what part of the game it is. There's a ball hit well, a high drive deep into center field. See ya, that ball is out of here, and Cleveland continues to pile on the runs. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
That home run courtesy of the cutter. He went to his pitch, but he just didn't execute it right there. That's a good piece of hitting. Sometimes you have to tip your cap to the hitter. They just have not been able to contain this Cleveland offense today, Gary.
Number 11.
Here's the pitch. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. They are happy, Steve. This output is getting this game going in a hurry.
Well, standing around the field in the top half of the inning didn't seem to affect them because they came in swinging the bats.
And we'll look to see if the pitching can settle in. Swung on and missed as Drupal Cabrera goes down strike 3.
Well, that one's as straight as a string. Just registered 91 on the gun.
And their number 6 hitter. Has him out in front as he swings and misses strike 1.
Well, if he threw a fastball right there, he might send a souvenir to the crowd. Problem was he got the changeup and didn't connect.
Second pitch waves at the fastball, and suddenly it's strike 2.
Well, 0-2 count. He likes to go to the slider. Pretty good pitch for him. It's his put-away pitch.
Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez, and that's out number 3. Great execution, knocking in some runs right from the get-go. Cleveland is out on top 3-0. If you have your mittens on, it is cold. Tune in on the radio to our broadcast. Getting colder here as it gets later. There's a swing and a smash. As he just strolls over for that out. And Wong's in the box.
Road baseball did not go well for the Rockies in 2011. Only the Astros and Cubs had a worse record as the Rockies.
Swing, hot shot. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him. And he throws it over his head. So they can't make the play. And he throws it over his head. There's a swing and a ball hit well. Straight away center field. And he drops back to the runner on his way to third. As you might expect for the Rockies on the road, the offense, the one they have at Coors, Steve, is not the same as what happens on the road.
That's so funny how it works, right? They score so many runs at home, they go on the road, can't do it. How about they scored 300 runs?
There's a swing and a long high drive. Still going back. Say goodbye to that one. The homer for the Rockies, and they put one up. Now they're really making strides to come back there within one.
Now, good timing critical for the Rockies right here. Cutting into the lead. Now they're in a position maybe to tie or take the lead.
And they're going to take a timeout here. They're going to have a little meeting at the mound.
Well, they're going to give them a little bit of time in the bullpen to try to get themselves ready in case they need to make a move.
And Joe Smith is the pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Now there's going to be some tired arms in that bullpen tomorrow, putting an awful lot of pressure on tomorrow's starter because they're going to burn through this pen today.
Strike one. Swings and misses the splitter. 0-1. And it's called fight. It's called seeing the full game in front of you. That's what's happened here. Now they're coming back.
And they're doing it early, so they know they've got more time, but you cut the margin now, you pass them later.
And he can't run it down. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. So they strike for a couple and a little bit closer. Colorado trying to get back. Their DH in the box. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
Guys, the cutter's the pitch I'm watching here. It's been hit twice already.
I think the thing to recognize here is the only hits he's given up have come on that pitch. So he's going to have to be more careful about when and where he goes with it from here on out.
Here's the pitch. Line shot into center field. And that gets through for a base hit. Steve, looked like that was a strike. Ball was up high, but I think in the zone.
Well, up and away, but on an 0-2 count, you're thinking, I need to make contact. Exceptional job of eye-hand coordination.
And their catcher at the plate. Starts him off swinging at his shoe tops for a strike.
The most effective pitches are the ones that start at the bottom of the strike zone and fall out of the zone, and you get the hitter to chase and swing and miss. That's what made that effective.
The pitch. And he swings and hits this one foul. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, one away. That's working in a hurry right there. He didn't mess around wasting pitches.
Well, what that did, that pitch selection did, Gary, was keep the hitter off balance. And when you don't waste pitches, you put the hitter back on his heel.
One out, and Jason Kipnis at the plate.
Well, the good news in 2011 is that the...
Oh, and he takes off for second. Oh! He fouls that one off. The Indian season, they had the outstanding start. Actually pretty good through May, Steve, but after that,
they hit a bad streak.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And it's through Lee at first base. It rolls all the way to the wall. And not stopping there. He's going for it. There's the throw. And he scores all the way from first base. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup. Well, you see the pitch down to the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at-bat is the discipline to keep the head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
And Lee comes in.
He shifted the defense around to the right, Gary, which is what they want to do. It's where he normally hits the ball, but he still was able to find a hole. Base knock.
And Chen's in the box. And Steve, the offense continues. There's a swing, line drive, center field. 2 away. And they'll hold him at first base. It's Carlos Santana at the plate with 2 down. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. Here's a swing and a fly ball. That one goes foul. Here's the pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And another one. It's contagious. He's going to try for third. Now Cleveland, here's the chance they won.
Number 46.
Two men on and 2 men out. Now the first pitch. Starts him out with a splitter for a strike.
Well, I have to go out of the strike zone here on the 0-1 count. He tends to be very aggressive here. See if you can't get him to chase.
Down the line and right. And that one is in there. His second hit today. And they get that run in. Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum.
Number 11.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. Chen is called up. He'll be pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
6 slide up at the plate again. And he'll be looking to pad the lead a bit. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That one gets through for a base hit. 1 run scores. And that's 2 runs. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Number 57.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. He drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat. He did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
It's going to be Herrera now. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter. He deals. Strike 2 there. Rafael Betancourt. Let's see if he wastes a couple. Tried to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1 and 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with a fastball right here. The numbers indicate he struggles.
Up the middle. Number 99. And he's safe. Boy, did he just beat that throw. And the run comes in. Shortstop fired that one over and didn't get him.
Now, this is typically a routine play for the shortstop, but the runner beats it out. Good hustle, and the shortstop's got to get rid of it more quickly.
You may have misjudged the speed of the base runner. Catcher up to the plate. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't give up the bats, and they're not.
Well, these bats are on absolute fire today, Gary. I mean, everything they hit, they're driving to the wall, driving in runs. They're on fire today.
It's fouled off. A swing line to left center. And it falls in there. Indians to pick up a run.
Well, this is getting ugly right now. I mean, he's giving up hit after hit after hit. This offense has clearly figured him out. How much longer can you leave him in to take a beating?
So a chance here for Jason. Runs up to bunt. Gets this one down. Number 95. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And mercy, what an offensive game. And mercifully for this defense to bring that pitcher off the mound. And welcome. Welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And we've got Dan Wheeler out on the mound. They've decided it was time to make a change here. John, he's facing this Colorado lineup today. What's he thinking about?
Well, a lot of times in your bullpen, you need a guy who's going to come in and take the ball whenever asked. And that's what Dan Wheeler brings to his team. He will take it. He's a guy that at times can be a little erratic in the strike zone to get by.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Lou in time for the out.
Number 99.
Their shortstop in the box.
Well, the Mariners didn't have a lot of great stories to build off of last year, but calling up Dustin Ackley had to be the highlight of their season.
And Garcia throws one outside for a ball. And as mentioned, Ackley came up mid-June, but found a way into the lineup, John, because he produced.
Well, he was drafted as an outfielder, but he played second base last year. Might be a Dustin Pedroia type player, just a scrappy guy who can help your team win.
Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. The throw, and he's safely aboard second base.
Well, he finds a pitch he can drive, and his hands just fly through the strike zone. Perfect execution at the plate, and he's in scoring position with just one out.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. 0 for 1 thus far. It's fouled away. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. All the way to the wall. And they get that run in.
At the plate.
Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
No, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Up again, their DH. Well, it's a little bit of redemption here, Steve, but you got to wonder if the hurdle's going to be too much. There's one. And the double play, they got them both.
Overpowering performance from the Cleveland Indians. They showed up to play, and they played a solid all-around baseball game.
As we present our Player of the Game award.
Well, you know, sometimes it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but it's when you get them. And that's how this game was decided. The one big hit of the entire game, and it's easy to see why we singled him out as the Player of the Game.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
Well, that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Crook, and the rest of our great 2K Sports group, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.